Hey everybody, it's King and welcome to another episode of Let's Go King. So you're probably thinking to yourselves, hey, I thought he was going to do another Digivice in this video, but I was going to until I realized that I really do need to do this one now, and I'll explain a bit why in the end. Also, your other question is probably, what the hell is this thing? And I don't blame you for that because this thing didn't get a lot of the recognition I feel like it should have. It is a Hasbro made toy, so you would think more people know, and I'm gonna read wiki off of this, and again, it's Wikipedia, so take it with like a bit of truth, maybe, but the timing does make sense, so I still feel it's worth talking about. So this was called a POX game, and the reason why it went away was, in the case of unfortunate timing, the terrorist attacks of 9/11 and subsequently 2001 anthrax attacks raised considerable doubts in Toys R Us executive team about the viability of launching a game that promptly featured Earth being attacked by malicious forces and took the form of bug-like viruses that infected their targets. And some focus groups with parents indicated that the parents, were uncomfortable with their children playing a game that featured viruses and infection. The game was pulled from the market. So, not really its fault. It's more of just very poor timing. But like I said, it's called POX, if you can see right here. And there's 3 different kinds of this one. There's this one, which is blue for Plasmo. Then there's red Pyro and green Psychro. But we'll go more into details about that afterwards. For now, I'm just going to quickly go over like some of the basic features that you see in the front here. And I have to pull up the Hasbro thing because I even don't remember how to play this thing. I remember I just kind of had displayed for a while, and I was like, oh, I should play this. And then this one was kind of actually an inspiration to do the videos more than I think than the Digivices were. Just because I wanted to show off this thing, because, again, not many people have it. And, okay, so this is the A button, or main menu. The B button, confirm, choose, go forward. The C button, which is cancel. Send, start, battle cycle. And then on and off, or sleep or wake button, and then just a standard 4 directional movement. So now we'll just start it up. Start it up. Now, the only thing I don't like about these buttons is that the way they're kind of, there we go. Yeah, they're kind of in there, so it makes it a little tricky to push on a little sometimes. So if you see here, we're on the main menu. There's a couple things we can do. So there's sound and then RF. I think I know what RF is, but I'll talk about that a little bit after because it's all going to be connected to something. So now we'll just jump into the game. And then you get stuff like info. So your groups line up. Your PCU, which is your information. That's right. I'm trying to remember this as I go along. So it still has it. And you actually see here, I haven't played this for a couple of years, and it still has all of my information and memory of, and it's just kind of cool how I don't think I ever changed the battery. Like when I found it up from storage, I was like, oh, this thing's going to be dead. I'm going to have to restart it. So I put new batteries just in case, because I saw a little bit of leakage happening. And it was fine. It still had all my information. So pretty good memory unit on this thing. So we're going to go back. Now we're going to go to, we'll go to arena in a sec, and fight is another thing I'll talk about after. So we have stasis. Apparently we don't have anything in stasis. And there's forge. Now, I've already created one guy because, as you guys might have seen, I tried to do a video of this, and just the video was not bad, but it's just the picture looked kind of bad. I think now it looks a little bit better. Yeah, it's a lot better than it was before. I kind of set up my lighting a little bit more this time. So we're going to purge one of our guys. I'm going to go with Doctor, so that I can show you guys how to create. So, oh, there we go. Forge, create one. Because you can only have a maximum of 4 teams, as you can see from the little spots up here. Which I actually want to point out is really neat about this. Like, none of this overly matters. I think it tells you when your battery's getting low somewhere. I imagine right about here. But it's a little detail that they added. They really didn't have to add anything like that. But it just gives it a nice look. So this is where we forge our guys up. So we're going to add that. So we're just going to recreate our doctor. There we go. And now you program him. So I actually had to look this up too. So basically what you're doing is you're going to attack with your head to hit your opponent's, let's say, tail. And then when he attacks you, you defend. And when like any recoil, you'll defend with your body. So I'm going to hit him with my body at his head. And we're going to defend with our head. So now I'm going to attack with my tail. Attack his, let's say, head as well. And we're going to defend with the body. And now you name him. Can't hold it down, which is a little shame. So we're going to call him Doctor again. I don't know why as a kid I called him Doctor. Now I'm just looking at him like, what made my head go Doctor for this? What kind of doctors were I seeing? Quickly go to E. And if you were ever to make it like a shorter name, like you have to fill in all the spaces. You would just instead do, there's a blank one. There is a, I think it's before the A. Yeah. There we go. So now we have back our full team. And we're just going to jump right into it. We'll use our... Let's use King. Why not? And now, there is a lot of missions. I'm going to see. There's a total of 17 levels of mazes. And I got up to, from a kid, I got up to 9. So I was about halfway. And then I just stopped playing. I can't remember what it was that made me stop playing. Oh, actually, I kind of do. Never mind. I'll talk about that after. There we go. So now we're just kind of in it. So this one's going to be just a tiny maze. They're all a bit different. I'll show you level 2 afterwards. So if you see here, this is our first little opponent that we're going to have to battle in this place. Now, we don't have to battle each one. It just does get your guys a little bit more experience. So right now, it's got 15. 15 is like the average low that you got. So once again, we are going to head, body, tail. Tail to his head, defend with our body. Head, attack his head, and defend with our body. Ooh, that was a recoil hit. Oh, he healed himself with the recoil. Nice. Well, not nice because it's my opponent, but still. So the battle is pretty much similar to like how the Digivices did, but I just feel like there's more of it. Because in the Digivices, it's just literally a back and forth sort of thing. It's not like this where you can program what you want to attack with, which does give a little bit more variety. Like probably as you guys see this, you'll see like even yourselves agreeing that, man, it really sucks that this thing didn't do as well. Again, more unfortunate timing than anything else. Now, I'm pretty confident we're going to win this. Sometimes skipping will backfire. It will just give you a default lose, even if it looked like your health was way more. But again, I'm pretty confident we're going to win this. Yeah, so we got full health. We got some health in that. So now these things you destroy because they give you some stuff. So for this case, we got some money. And if you look right there, you see those little dots. I don't know if you can. Let me just see. Yeah, you can sort of see them. They're little dots there. It's a destroyable wall. More money. Nice. And the other side should have the same. Nice. Now, there's one... Oh, there's a guy up here. Right. So now here's another one. So his is a Noxic, Aggressive R, Displacer, and Splitter. So that's each of his parts with their named over, and the top thing is what he is. Oh, wow. He's a lower health than usual. Usually the average is 15. Ooh, that's not good. Granted, that could say something about his parts more than anything else. I'm just going to set them to random ones. And I'm pretty confident we're going to win this one. Yeah. With the bosses, it's good. Oh, it's not a good idea to do that. Because your likelihood of winning is not as great with them. And I'll tell you why when we see one. Yeah. So I knew what that was. But just to show you what the video is. So some of them are going to be traps. And you want to try and avoid those. I think they're always the same. Like, the mazes are always the same thing. Like, it's not... I mean, there's a lot they did to this game, but they're not going to make it so that each maze is different every single time. I doubt they could do that. I don't think the technology was really there for them to do that for a kid's toy. So now in this thing, we're going to go inside. Now we have 3 choices here. We can do heal all parts. We could heal 1 body part full or +5 to a part. And I don't think we took a lot of damage. We took 2 health and we took 1 bomb. So I don't think our guy's going to be super damaged. I think I'm going to want to do a bonus to one of our spots. I think we're going to want... Let's do that to each of our stuff. Just to give us a good advantage. There we go. So now we're +5 to everywhere. Alright, so here it is. So it's an E-Rec. And that might be that actually might be their names, I think. Yeah, it might be their names. Dual node, displacer, and Rekkoku? What? Okay, so you see here how his health is all 28. So how it works is that how the bosses are is that their body parts, all of them, are the same as your highest body parts. So we did take some hits, because I think ours are normally 30. So this one's going to be a bit more of a fight. So we did +5 to all of our body parts, so we should be good. And we're going to do body, head, head. Now, like I said, I don't want to skip this one, because the odds are not in your favor when you skip. So in the meantime, while this thing's going off, you got some of you can watch the fight. But I'll go over a few things as well about this. So let me see. I'm going to read actually some stuff on Wiki. Again, take it with a grain of salt what it says on Wiki, but I found it a little interesting, especially since there's actually not that much written on it, even on Wiki. So, the POX is a handheld electronic game released by Hasbro in 2001. The game focuses on creating and customizing creatures called POX Infectors and using the battle against other POX Infectors. This game includes both single-player and multiplayer modes. Oh, I thought I heard our guy die. And a 30-foot wireless range connection range. So one of the cool things about it was how they did the marketing as well. So POX was introduced through a viral marketing scheme. Hasbro asked kids in Chicago schools. A little odd, but not going to question it. Again, it could be just Wiki saying this. I just want to see how bad we are. Ooh, we are taking some hits. Oh, we might not win this one. Anyway, so they went to playground, skate parks, and video arcades who they thought, and asked them around who they thought were the coolest who the coolest kids was, until they found who they felt were the coolest themselves and distributed free copies of the game, which is freaking cool. A little weird, but also cool. I just want to see if my guy's winning. I'm doing more damage than him, but he has more health. Yeah, I'm doing more damage, but he's got way more health. Anyway, so POX performed strongly enough in the Chicago market to convince executive-produced major toy retailer Toys R Us to come on board for a national launch. Slated for September 23rd, 2001. Planned to coincide with the start of the Christmas shopping season. Originally, a second phase of launch had been planned for 9 additional cities in the United States beyond Chicago, but the launch schedule was pushed forward due to strong support from Hasbro and Toys R Us executives. And then the unfortunate thing happened for them, and they never made it. Now, I don't know if it was only in the States, maybe they did, and maybe that's why in Canada I got one, because I don't recall my family ever going to Chicago, so it could have been that it just didn't make it in Chicago, but it made it in Canada a little bit better. But even on eBay, there weren't that many copies of these games. And again, this one's the one I had from a kid, but... Oh, come on. My guy's just taking hits. Oh! Oh, I think we won that. So, that's another little feature it does, that if it thinks you're going to win it, it'll just skip ahead. So it saw us winning and didn't see the need to making us suffer through the whole fight. So now we go up to this one. And same thing, we just kind of break it once. Nice. So we got it apart, and now I think we can do something bonus to our thing. And we got one of the helmets. And it's always the same parts, I think, from each maze, too. And let's see, where are we now? Oh, okay, so it automatically puts us in level 2. So if you see here, this is another little maze. And I would go through this one as well, just to show more of it. But I'm actually thinking about doing maybe a future series, if you guys want, on the whole entire of this game, similar to the Digivice, right? So if you guys ask for me to, I will. But I don't want to make this video too long, so we're just going to go back. And there's our stats right there. So we were 30. Damn. There we go. So now I want to show you the little part that I was hiding from you guys by this fight. I can kind of figure out why I probably stopped playing this game just based off one factor. I was not being able to enjoy about 50 to 75% of the game because of the fact that no one else had it when I was a kid. And this is a big part of it, because when you even look at the ads on it, it literally, majority of what it talks about is battle other players, battle your friends, battle random people in the streets. They were intending for this game to be bought by a bunch of people, so a bunch of people would just fight it out amongst each other. And knowing how Hasbro did with their Beyblades, they were probably planning on like tournaments and everything, because they even have a website for this thing where you can go and register your goddamn POX monsters. It's insane. So the fact of the matter is, I couldn't enjoy the game as much. I got up to like, again, 9 levels. So I did have some enjoyment out of it, but missing that big factor really did affect a lot. Which is why this is going to be a two-parter, because of one reason. Because not only do I have blue Plasmo of camouflage, I have red Spino of strength, and as well as green Psychro for speed. I don't know why this one was the only one I could find in packaging. This one, all the ones for this were not. I don't know if green was like the least favorite or something. I don't know. There was also one that you guys might see if you look up this toy, a yellow, or it's like a gold yellow. I'm pretty sure this is just one of these ones that's been kind of discolored, because I looked up everywhere I could think of, and there's no red, like anything about it there being a green one. Unless it was some sort of special collector's edition one. I don't know, but even looking it up, someone refers to it as a Psycho one, so I think it's just someone left it out in the sun too long. Now, I have, as you can see here, of course, all three. So what I'm planning to do is, this one is going to be mine, because of course I grew up with this one, and it fits my personality pretty well, which is, blue is supposed to be for deception and camouflage. So what that means is, all the monsters have specialties in that sort of thing. Red is going to go to my wife for strength. And then green is going to go for speed to my friend Sean. So all three of us Dicecast members are going to battle it out. I'm probably going to give us each about, I say a month should be enough time to really get our guys going. Or maybe I'll just wait until all of us have been all the missions, like all the maze levels. It really depends on how soon you guys want to see this. And then we're just going to battle it out. Because even, like, look at the back here. We'll take a look at this. It's actually really great that one of these came in still in packaging so we could look at it. So you create custom POX infectors, combine heads, bodies, and tails, program the combat sequences, personalize with its own name. Explore 17 levels of mazes, discover what your infector can do, increase strength and power, and then capture up to 60 different body parts. So each one of these devices has on its own 60 parts. And then here's the other part of the game, like I said, universal destruction, unlimited players. So I'm really confused about that. I'm curious to see what that means, because when you look at here as well, it says 2 or more POX required. So I'm wondering, do you duke it out kind of like these guys, and then the third player just sits off until the winner, and then it fights them? Or is it like one massive battle? I have no idea. I'm really curious to find out. But also, if you see here, so you battle against other players with stealth battling technology, capture the enemy to dissect parts and control its power, and then secretly fight anytime, anywhere, around, and through some obstacles. So even the trailers, like, I remember this trailer for this was two kids were walking on opposite sides of the street, they pass by each other, and all of a sudden their things go off and they start fighting. And it's similar to, like, if you guys are probably thinking also of, like, the barcode fighters or whatever, like, where you scan the barcode and there could be a monster in it. Same sort of idea, which I think was also made by Hasbro. I'll have to look that up, but I'm pretty sure that might have been the one that came out after this. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. It might have been the other way around. But you can, like I said, you can battle another player up to 30 feet away. That's not bad. Considering even the Digivices, you have to plug them into each other once they're ready, which I don't know if I did in the last video, but once they're ready, you can pull them apart. but they still have to have that connect. This game, they intended for people to be able to battle a good distance. And then when you start battling, you can collect about all 3 species, over 7,500 visually different combinations possible, over 4 billion with abilities and hit points included. So they intended for you to then battle them so you can get parts from them, and battle them to get parts. Similar to like how the Pokemon games did their own thing, but in my personal opinion, a little bit more, well, it's better. Because in Pokemon, it's just kind of annoying because you should just be able to collect all the Pokemon in one game. But what this one did is, each one has their own abilities. Like I said, this power deception, power speed, power strength. So they will never get any of their other powers in the game until they battle, win, and then steal their parts. So this is why this game, I think, also failed. Well, it was like a side effect. So it failed initially. Well, not failed, but it lost a chance to get out there and get people to know about it due to the 9/11 attacks, supposedly. Again, Wikipedia. It's hard to say for sure. And then because of that, even the people who had the game, probably there weren't enough people around for them to play with, so they just kind of died out. And then stuff like Digivices were out and Pokemon was out, so it just kind of faded from people's minds. Which is, again, a real shame, because it looks like they put a lot of effort into this. I'll have a link to the website, but I just want to read off a few things from it, because it just shows that they really intended for this to get more popular. So it's, from the very first moment you pull it up, all you see is POX. One player versus the universe for ages 8 and up. And like I said before, there's a register your progress on POX.com and become POX researcher. I'm actually going to look up to see if the site actually still exists, but I have my doubts. I'm sure they got rid of it by now. But yeah, just Spino Red has strength, power, and force. So the green one has speed, agility, and stealth. Oh, okay, my guy's not stealth. Oh, no. Blue is deception, defense, and camouflage. So that's their 3 abilities that each of them has in theirs. So strength, power, and force. Speed, agility, and strength. And then deception, defense, and camouflage. So that's each of their own abilities. So I'm really looking forward to doing another video on this where all 3 of us just battle it out. Let me know in the comment section below, guys, if you're looking forward to it too, because I think it'll be really interesting to see how they do the battle phase. It's probably similar to how you battle the mazes, but I just want to see, the biggest curiosity is when it says or more. Like, does it just make the third guy wait, or is it a 3-way fight? Like, I'm really curious to see how this turns out. Hope you guys are too. Let me know in the comment section below if you want any information on it. I'm going to leave some links in the description so you guys can, look up the game yourself, because I really think this thing deserves another chance. I don't think they're ever going to remake it, but there are some out there. I hope people do buy them, because it does seem like it's worth it. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, like, share, subscribe, and stay tuned for more Let's Go King. See you guys next time. Bye!